Hello everyone! So today I thought I'd just make a very chill video opening up this big box of awesomeness and maybe doing some doodling at the end, so stay tuned for that. So this box was sent to me all the way from Japan by my dearest friend Jackie, or Nerdy Crafter. She went to Japan obviously, and she asked me if there was something that I needed, like Copic stuff, and I was like, nah. Of course I want Copic stuff, I need all the art supplies that I can get. I was so excited when this box finally arrived, mainly because I just like getting packages in general, but also because Jackie said that besides the things I requested myself, she also sent me some other goodies. Also, I'm working on a bigger project for next week, so that is why I thought I'd make a little more easygoing video for this week to have some more time to work on my other projects. So I hope you don't mind too much and that you will enjoy this little haul kind of video. Alright, so let's start with these little guys, Copic Various Ink, which is marker refills for Copics. They are usually super expensive, but in Japan they are like half the price or something, so I took my chance to get some of the colors I use the most. I usually run out of the lighter skin tones, pastel greens, purples and blues, and lighter grays really fast, so it is nice to finally have some refills at home, and I could probably have ordered even more, but I didn't want poor Jackie to run around and pick up the whole art store for me. And for you who don't know how these works, the bottles has like a little nozzle or pipe where you pour the ink either on the chisel nib and it will be sucked up in the marker, or you just remove the nib entirely and pour it directly into the barrel, preferably refill with the color that matches the markers though. I found this old marker box that I can use to store them in, perfect. And the next thing was a total surprise for me, a Copic paper selection sketchbook. It is a little booklet with Copic paper, which sounds awesome. It is a perfect size and it is 157 grams, so it is nice and thick. I don't think it is bleed proof though, but as long as you keep a paper under the paper that you draw on, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna try out this sketchbook and some other supplies after I've looked through all the stuff, so be sure to stay here for that. The booklet has this super nice pearly glossy shine to it, so pretty. And we have some snacks, and judging by the look of it, I have a sense that these could be a bit spicy. There are 5 peppers in a row, so it must be hot. Unless it is like 5 peppers out of 10, then it's not very spicy, but still I am not very good with spicy food at all. So if you would like to see me try these out in the beginning or something of the next video, leave a like only to see me suffer. And this is so cute. It is a little felt wool kit so that you can make your very own Sally the cat, because it does really look like Sally. I haven't done wool felting in a long time, but I remember I really enjoyed it. And I also remember I always stabbed myself in the fingers with the needles, and speaking of which, to felt you need a needle felting starter kit, which basically seemed to be a foam board and a needle, which is all you need. Then you just stab the wool with a needle and voila, you have a cat. Let me know if you would be interested to see me try this out in a video sometime. I think it could be a lot of fun. Then we have a cute little fan, and this is my #1 fan because I've never owned a fan before. Then we have this adorable Pikachu sticker set, and it is apparently the cute model. It has all kinds of sticky notes inside that you can stick wherever you need to. Which one is your favorite yellow Pokemon? Let me know in the comment below. Next up is these lovelies. These are the Copic Gasenfude brush pens. I asked Jackie to grab some for me if she could find them because they are my favorite brush pens for outlining. They can stand both alcohol ink and water, so you can use them with both markers and watercolors. They have real bristle tips which you can get both really nice thin and thick lines with. I love these and I'm so glad I got two of them. They do actually last pretty long. The first one that I got a couple of years ago is still going strong. Some spare super brush nibs for Copics, always good to have. And then we have this, and this brings me right back to school again when I used to paint my nails with whiteout, and I'm pretty sure I was not the only one doing that. This is opaque white from Copic, which you can use to delete mistakes with, but I think the main purpose is to add little details, like using a gel pen to add highlights kind of. No mess, ha, we'll see about that. It has this really fine brush and it seems like it can paint your nails just as nicely as the whiteout. And lastly, but definitely not least delicious, hichew candy, and it kind of sounds like a Pokemon. And I already ate one, I couldn't help myself, but I've saved the wrappings for you to see. Look how adorable the creatures on them are. These are my favorite Japanese candy that I've tried so far, so chewy and delicious. And I was wondering if this flavor was just carbonated water by the look of it, but the flavor is apparently like a sugary drink and it tastes just like what we in Sweden calls sugar drink. It is so good. So thank you Jackie for all these things. I will have a lot of use and a lot of fun with all the stuff. So I made this little doggo to test out the Copic booklet and to demonstrate the Gasenfude pen for you who may not have seen it before, just as a little bonus, so I hope you will enjoy. The paper in this sketchbook is really super smooth, but the pen doesn't smear or anything, so that is pretty sweet. I'm really glad that Jackie sent this to me to test out. I think I can use this for some super cute Copic work. I really like doing this kind of line work using a lot of different line thicknesses, and that is why I love the brush pen. I can make tiny little lines and thicker, bolder strokes, which makes the artwork look much more alive. Next I just wanted to play around with the ink a little, and I thought it could be interesting to just drip the ink directly on the paper and see how the ink reacts with each other. I really like the effect and the way the ink mixes and spreads on the paper. It looks like the paper holds up the ink pretty well too. I think you could use this technique to add very interesting textures and backgrounds to your art, but I do believe pouring the ink into some kind of container and use a pipette or something would be a much easier way to control the ink flow, because there is a lot of ink going on the paper with this method. I found that the black ink gave this really weird reddish kind of glittery rough texture that I could just wipe off with my finger. I don't know why this happened, but maybe I should have shaken the bottle before using them, but then no other color did that though. Adding the colorless blender ink gives even more textures, but for this I think you could have used rubbing alcohol instead to save you some money. Then I tested the white detail ink, and I must say that the ink was very opaque and nice, and it didn't get discolored by the ink underneath, which I think can happen with some gel pens. However, the brush thingy was very difficult to use. The bristles poked out in every direction, so I might use a toothpick or a paintbrush to apply the ink with in the future. So there you have it, 2 little doodles. Once again, thanks Jackie for this box and all the extra goodies that you sent. It really made my day. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon so that you won't miss next week's video, which I am very excited about. Keep drawing my happy cats. Bye!